Introverts, often misunderstood and misjudged by a world that celebrates extroverted behavior. From being labeled as antisocial to shy, introverts have been the subject of many misconceptions that need to be addressed. While extroverts thrive in social settings, introverts have their own unique strengths and abilities that often go unnoticed. From their incredible empathy and observational skills to their unparalleled creativity and problem-solving abilities, introverts truly are a force to be reckoned with. But that's not all. Did you know that some of the most successful and influential people in history were introverts? From Albert Einstein to Bill Gates, introverts have made a significant impact on the world, despite their preference for solitude and quietness. So if you've ever misjudged an introvert or felt misunderstood as one, this video is for you. We explore some of the most common misconceptions about introverts and discover the truth behind these labels. Get ready to be surprised. Misconception: introverts are socially awkward and shy. Fact: introverts can be very social in the right situation. Most people have a misconception that introverts are shy and socially awkward, but that simply isn't true. In fact, introverts can be quite social when they're in the right environment. They just have different preferences and needs when it comes to socializing. When an introvert feels comfortable, they can be very outgoing and engaging in conversation. They may prefer to have deeper and more meaningful conversations, and they tend to be good listeners. They're also good at reading body language and understanding the emotions of others. Introverts are often misunderstood, but they can be just as social as any extrovert. They just need the right environment to feel comfortable and the right people to connect with. With the right people and the right environment, an introvert can be just as outgoing and social as anyone else. Misconception: introverts are not good in leadership roles. Fact: introverts can be great leaders as they are excellent listeners. When we think of great leaders, we often picture charismatic and outgoing personalities who can rally a crowd with ease. But did you know that some of the most successful and influential leaders in history were actually introverts? One such leader was Mahatma Gandhi, the man who led India to independence through nonviolent civil disobedience. Despite his soft-spoken and gentle demeanor, Gandhi was a determined and visionary leader who inspired millions to take a stand for what they believed in. Another famous introverted leader was Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Lincoln was known for his quiet and introspective nature, but his intelligence, determination, and political acumen helped him steer the country through one of its darkest periods, the Civil War. Both Gandhi and Lincoln proved that introverts can be just as effective and inspiring as extroverts in leadership roles. Their ability to listen, reflect, and think deeply about complex issues allowed them to make important decisions that had a profound impact on their countries and the world. So, if you're an introvert who aspires to be a leader, or if you know someone who is, remember, being quiet and introspective doesn't mean you can't make a difference. In fact, it may just be your greatest strength. Who knows? You could be the next great leader of our time. Misconception: introverts don't like to be around others. Fact: introverts usually enjoy socializing in small groups or with close friends. Introverts often get a bad rap. The common misconception is that they don't like to be around others. But the truth is that introverts enjoy socializing, just not in the same way as extroverts. Introverts tend to prefer socializing in smaller, more intimate settings. They value deeper conversations and connections with others, rather than superficial small talk in large groups. Large parties and social events can be draining for introverts, but that doesn't mean they don't enjoy spending time with others. They just need time to recharge their energy and reflect on their thoughts. In fact, introverts can be great companions and friends. They tend to be good listeners, and their reflective nature can make them great problem solvers and advisors. So if you're an introvert who has been misunderstood or misjudged because of this misconception, know that you're not alone. And if you're an extrovert who has been puzzled by the behavior of the introverts in your life, understand that they just have a different way of socializing. Remember, introverts can be just as social as anyone else. They just do it in their own unique way. Misconception: introverts are not creative. Fact: introverts can be extremely creative. Introverts often possess a unique ability to look at things from a different perspective. Because introverts tend to spend more time in solitude, they have more time to explore their thoughts and feelings. This can lead to an incredible depth of creativity and imagination. Introverts also tend to be more independent, allowing them to work on their own without needing the input and feedback of others. This allows them to explore and pursue their own ideas without having to worry about other people's opinions and constraints. All of these traits combined make introverts ideal candidates for creativity and innovation. Many famous artists, writers, and musicians are introverts. Think of J.K. Rowling, Steven Spielberg, and Bill Gates. All introverts who have made a tremendous impact on the world with their creative ideas and vision. So, if you're an introvert who has been told that you're not creative, know that it's just a misconception. Your unique perspective and imagination can lead to some of the most brilliant and innovative ideas. And if you're an extrovert who has underestimated the creativity of the introverts in your life, it's time to recognize the incredible potential of their quiet genius. Misconception: introverts don't like to talk. Fact: introverts usually prefer to think before they talk and can have meaningful conversations. Contrary to popular belief, introverts actually do enjoy talking. The difference between an extrovert and an introvert is that introverts prefer to think before they speak, whereas an extrovert talks first and thinks later. This doesn't mean that introverts don't enjoy conversations or don't have anything meaningful to say. On the contrary, they often have deep, meaningful conversations that can be very engaging. Introverts often need more time to process their thoughts before they feel comfortable speaking, but they can still hold interesting conversations and even be the life of the party. So if you're an introvert who has been misjudged as being uncommunicative or not liking to talk, know that it's just a misconception. Your unique way of thinking and communicating can lead to some of the most meaningful and interesting conversations. And if you've ever misjudged an introvert as being uncommunicative, it's time to recognize their unique strengths as conversationalists. You might just be surprised at the depth and richness of their insights. Introverts have been the subject of many misconceptions throughout history, from being seen as shy or uncommunicative to being thought of as uncreative or disliking socializing. But the truth is that introverts have a unique perspective and way of being in the world that can lead to some of the most profound insights and contributions to society. By taking the time to think, reflect, and observe, introverts are often able to see things in a different light, to come up with creative solutions, and to offer new and innovative perspectives to the world. Whether you're an introvert yourself or you know someone who is, it's important to recognize and celebrate the unique qualities and strengths of introverts. Because when we do, we open up the possibility for a more diverse and inclusive world, where everyone's voice and perspective is valued. So, the next time you meet an introvert, don't assume that they don't like to talk or that they're not creative or social. Instead, take the time to listen to what they have to say and appreciate the value that they bring to the world. Because when we embrace and celebrate the diversity of introverts and extroverts, we create a more vibrant, dynamic, and inclusive world for all of us to thrive in. Thank you for watching.